Hello, I have a really cool theory to share with you guys, and my guides have been confirming that I've got this detail correct. I don't have a sense for the whole picture yet, but I feel like I'm getting really close. So I want to share this first part with you because the implications of even this first detail are like life-changing. So my theory, while I was driving down the highway and seeing 777 and 144 just constantly, and those numbers are very meaningful to me. I'm a Life Path 7 in numerology, and I see 144 a lot. I'm still piecing together exactly what that means, but if you see 144, I'm sure you've got a good idea as well. And in popular culture and religion and numerology and esoteric stuff, and even in like mathematics, 144 is a really significant number, right? So we'll do a whole other thing on that. But I was thinking, well, how do our guides and angels even put those numbers in front of us in the first place, right? And I was imagining them as kind of architects or computer coders of the matrix, right? Being able to filter everything into our reality. But it didn't feel exactly right. And I think that can happen, and it does happen, but that's not what's happening all the time. And I just watched Everything Everywhere All at Once, and it really spoke to something in me on a soul level. And it kind of clicked for me, and I went, are we jumping timelines to a timeline where that number shows up? So for example, say that I'm going about my day, living my life, and then I make a decision that's an alignment for me. So maybe I really want to see a friend, but I'm thinking, oh, I don't have time, they probably don't want to see me anyway. But then I go, actually, you know what? I really want to see my friend, and my intuition tells me that they would get a kick out of seeing me. So I drive and turn the other way. What I'm essentially doing then is jumping to a timeline where the Honda around the corner, instead of having a 143 license plate, has a 144 license plate. So I jump to that timeline where those number syncs are going to be there. Or say I'm following my life path as a 7 and studying and teaching and healing my crown chakra and doing all of that cool stuff and having faith in God and the universe and my own ability to be a vessel for God and light, whatever. Say I make a choice or I do something that aligns with that path. Bam! The cars in front of me now have 777 license plates. I woke up a couple of weeks ago and there were 5 cars parked around my house that all had 347 license plates, and I'm a Life Path 34/7. 5 cars. What is the statistical probability of that happening? And you know what I think it is? I've got in my vortex, in my aura, that I am on my path, and so I am attracting myself into a timeline, into an alternative universe where all of that confirmation shows up, right? So we are just constantly jumping timelines into universes that have these tiny details different on the surface. But what's underneath those details? What's just around the next corner? What is that confirming for us about what's happening next? I realize I sound super crazy here. I'm like, oh my God, there's a number there. I've just jumped timelines. I've jumped into a different universe. And you probably think, well, that's cool. How do I jump into a universe where I win the lottery, right? But I feel like it's these little things that give us the faith that we need to make even bigger leaps, right? Sometimes I talk about car regos because I live in a capital city, and obviously they're everywhere and they're really easy examples to give, but I see number syncs everywhere. I see it on YouTube likes, I see it on barcodes, expiry dates. Whenever somebody asks me what the time is, it's going to be 1:44 or 10:44 or 11:44. There's no other time of day. I live always at those times of days, or at 12:12, and 12 times 12 is 1:44, right? There's no other time of day in my universe. But so I mentioned regos because those are really easy examples for me where I live. But what was my point? Oh yeah, So we see those pop up into our field of reality, and that goes, okay, well, I'm being shown that I'm in alignment. I see that I can do this. What can I now deliberately set an intention to jump towards? Start small and prove to yourself that you can do this, because it is super cool. So one of the things I've been doing lately is I decide, okay, I want a pair of Converse shoes. I want a colored pair of Converse shoes because I'm a Taurus and I can be materialistic and I like pretty things. And so I'm like, yeah, but you know what? I don't want to contribute to the fast fashion industry. I don't want to spend that much on a pair of shoes because I'm also kind of cheap and resourceful. And so I went, you know what? I am going to go to an op shop and I'm going to find a colored pair of Converse shoes. They're going to be blue, yellow, or red, and they're going to be exactly in my size, and they're not going to be more than $10. The first op shop I walk into the next day, blue pair of Converse shoes in my size, costing exactly $10. So I went, okay, I'm going to do that again. I want like a pink linen outfit. I want a linen top and a matching linen pair of pants, and I want to look like some cute Byron Bay hippie mum in my linen outfit, but I don't want to spend $300 on it. I want to spend way less than $300 on it. And I thought, as if I'm going to find a matching set at an op shop. But of course, next op shop I go to, it's a one piece that looks like a shirt and a pants together, and it's only $15, and it's exactly my size. And I friggin' love this outfit. And I know these are really shallow examples, like, cool, Kelly, you've got superpowers, you can jump timelines. Can you do anything with it besides buying shoes and clothes and following cars around the neighborhood? And the answer is absolutely yes. Like, I've used this to attract awesome people I've been reading for. My day job is I'm an editor, so I get to read super cool spiritual books about like growth and mindset and stuff like that. So my boring matrix job is actually super fun because I attract people who write about things I'm interested in. I've been able to like attract like small money wins and things like that as well. But one of the coolest things that I've been attracting lately is this constant message. It's been non-stop in my feed. I've been seeing it like in billboards and books that I open up, and it's that you're on this activated higher timeline where you actually get to bring more light into the world now and do something with it. It's like a timeline where the light wins, right? And that is super beautiful. I feel like of all the things we could manifest in this reality, whether it's a car or a house or a boyfriend or health or a cool body or whatever it is that you want, a timeline where the earth transitions happily into a new world is the best thing you could manifest. And we're doing that together now. Excuse me if I look crazy. I don't drink coffee, but I've had 4 coffees today. So this is not channeled right now. I am not in channel. I have done too many coffees to channel, but this is stuff that I've been asking my guides about before now. So excuse my crazy person rant. So I'm jumping into timelines where the light wins. I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could heal enough to get to that point. I thought I had so much further to go, but I feel like we're getting there. And so if you're seeing this message and you're getting those number synchronicities all over the place, this message is for you. You're jumping into higher and higher timelines. And if you're seeing this, we are closer together in timelines than people who aren't seeing this, right? We are close if we're not on the same timeline. So welcome to a timeline where your shoes are cheap and the earth and the light wins.